Hello, this is John Montano, and this is a video about fire resistance of the masonry walls. So let's talk first about masonry. Masonry is mostly used. The most known will be bricks, stones. So we use a combination of bricks and plaster. So we put bricks, then plaster to paste the bricks together to create a structure. That's pretty self-explanatory when you see bricks. But why is how this material is fire resistant is for many factors, but also the fire resistant of masonry is inherently really high, which is known for example, in case of woods, also depends of the type of masonry you're using. For example, if you are using bricks, and there are masonries that cannot be as good to resisting fire, but most masonry are known for not burning. So they are known for pretty much protecting everything inside of the structure. Um, that's why one of the reasons why most factories in the whole world, and also machinery, furnaces, um, anything that have to do with fire are mainly built using bricks, masonry. Let's say masonry. Most of these buildings and everything that they have a tendency to use fire, they tend to use masonry. The thing about masonry is that it's really known for a really long time about the fire resistance. The main reason is pretty much is one of the materials used for a lot of furnaces for centuries ago. And from centuries ago, they are used for a lot of furnaces, and still today they are still using. And also they're using factories, like I said before, nuclear reactors. They use masonry to build them. Machinery buildings, in the case of boiler buildings in these really complex areas, they'll also use masonry because of the inherently quite large fire resistance that this material have. Um, let's talk a little like how uh, masonry is made, because that's one of the main things about how we know how fire resistant the material is. So from the moment that the plaster and everything is taken and create a brick, the thing about masonry is that when these bricks go into a furnace to be able to harden, they get to 1040 degrees Celsius, which at those temperatures, like a normal fire, a normal fire is not that able to get to that degree and even higher, because the masonry can go even higher, but this is the level which they use to also like the amount of hardening that is needed, but also not becoming too brittle. That's the main reason about this. But this method of how masonry is done is shows like how resistant this material is to fire, because 1,000 degrees Celsius is a really high number, and most fires before getting to that degree is so high that most fires will not be able to get to that degree before even emergencies arrive, and even have that amount, because like being honest, after like 400 degrees even skins burn. So that's how um, resistant the material is. um, the thing about this topic about fire resistance of masonry is like pretty self-explanatory for the first steps, which I think that would be all I could really find about the fire resistant masonry and how this material is used. Thank you very much. That will be all for this video.